Okay, yes, good morning, students. I hope that you all are doing fine. So, today we are going to continue with the beautiful story that we were reading. And any guesses about the name? Yes, that's The Little Girl. Okay, so as we know, The Little Girl has been written by Catherine Mansfield. Okay, so let's give a very short recap to it what we have done in our previous class. Okay, with the help of this video. Okay, yes, I hope that everyone is able to listen it.
Casey, who misunderstands her father's strictness and usually remains scared of him. Every morning before going to work, her father gives Kezia a casual kiss. In reply, she says, "Goodbye, father." But the little Kezia is unable to understand his love and affection. When her father leaves home for work, she feels a sense of relief. When her father returns home, his family always makes Kezia fun. She wears her ordering her father and bring me tea, newspaper, and slippers. Lisa's mother asks her to come down and remove her father's clothes. As Lisa enters into the hall, her father looks at her over his spectacles and he looks at her intently. He asks, "Have you been a good girl today?" She stutters words. I don't know, father. You don't know? If you stammer like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. Father feels that something is wrong with Kezia. He tells his mother to teach Kezia.
Okay, yes, class. Till now, we have seen that the Kezia was afraid of her father. But now we see that Kezia's father is also tensed about why she is afraid. Whenever I see her, she is always in a sad mood. Okay, so let's know what he is talking to his mother. Okay, the father is talking to the Kezia's grandmother. Let's understand this conversation. Okay, she never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. What's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about, mother? I wish you taught this girl not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry me teacup back to the table carefully. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth. When he yawned, thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. On Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with the father and mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. So yes, class. Firstly, we will discuss the important words, and then we will discuss that what we have understood from this particular passage, right? So, given it out, like for example, I am trying to open the cap of this marker. I'm trying. At one point, I say, okay, leave it. I am not going to try. So when you leave something, or when you stop doing, or like I stop opening, try to open that marker cap. So at that moment, it is given it up. Okay, and we should not give it up. We should always talk. We should always have a conversation. Okay, and sort the things out. Right. Next one is wretched, unhappy. Like now you can understand that the father was also worried. Father was also feeling unhappy about what has happened with her child, right? So basically it shows you that father is also concerned. Like there is one more character that you can add to father, that he's concerned about Kezia, that why she looks unhappy, why she stutters in front of me, because he's not able to understand that it is his attitude only that is making her that fearful. Okay, next is about the character sketch of the physical character sketch of the father. Like his hands are very big, he has a very long neck, his mouth is very big, especially when he yawns, right? So next one is on the next word that I skipped was on the brink of suicide. Like when you are about to do something, like some crime, or we can say this kind of suicide. You are unhappy, you are giving up your life. So that unhappy kind of state was of Kezia whenever she comes in front of father. Like she feels like she is going to die, right? So that kind of feeling she has, because she why she's You might have noticed this thing, class, that whenever you're afraid of something, you feel that you will die, like you're going to die next minute, you will die. So same way, she was afraid of her father, and whenever she faces her father, she thinks that okay, now it's the time. Okay, so that's the case. So what father did, father, instead of like asking her directly, he asked the mother and inquired her that what's the matter, I really don't understand that why she's always unhappy. Okay, so we must just remember this, that she was unhappy. That's the thing to remember. Next thing is that about his physical appearance, how he looked like a giant. The grandmother tried to resolve the issue by asking them to talk it out, like have a nice talk, spend some quality time. Because when you spend some quality time, you get to bond well, right? So that's the thing. But what happened when she went over there? She found that father was sleeping on the couch very nicely and mother was reading. So she came back, or what she did, we will see in the next. So now it's your turn. You have to write the character sketch of the father, like about the physical as well as behavior, attitude, everything you have to cover in that. Okay? Did she stutter in front of everyone? This is a question for you, class. Did she stutter in front of everyone? No. She stuttered only in front of her dash. So you have to fill in the blanks. Okay? Next paragraph. Now who will read? Okay, yes, Manpreet. She sat on the stool, gravely watched him until he woke and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that the father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him pincushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Laboriously, no, beta, it's not laboriously, it's laboriously. Laboriously. Okay? Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched three sides. But when to fill it with, that was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into the mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up with the fourth side. So, I don't think so there is any important word in this. Good, Manpreet. Okay, this is homework for everyone. You have to see the pronunciation of this word and then we will discuss. Okay, I don't think so. Is there any? You can write in the comment box. I will tell you the meaning of it. Okay, so I think so. This is only the thing that is like will be the okay. Yes, class. So basically, this word is laboriously. Okay, so laboriously means hard working, right? It's not laboriously. It is not at all laboriously. It's laboriously. Okay, laboriously is basically means hard working. If one person is dedicated towards something, so we say that he's working okay well. So she worked with the double cotton and then she prepared what for the father? A cushion for the father for his birthday. Okay, so grandmother suggested her to do something for her father, and then she thought of making a cushion for him. Okay, so what she thought that she will like create a cushion with the help of cotton. So she stitched the all three sides, but now she needs something to fill in with, because you if you see this cushion I have in front of me, just give me a minute, I will bring it. Okay, yes, class. So if you see this cushion, right, if you see this cushion, this is filled with something, there is cotton inside or some like material inside, right? So she also needs something to fill, like she has stitched the all three sides but she has kept one side not stitched. Why she has kept it on unstitched, you have to write in the comment box, right, class? So what she did is she prepared a cushion, and she filled it with, she filled it with the papers that were lying on the table. Okay, now this could be a reason that there could be a fight between father and daughter, right? We will see like what happens next. Who suggested Kezia to make the gift for her father? Very good, her grandmother. Now, next paragraph. That night there was hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for Port Authority had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants were questioned. Finally, mother come into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you did not see some papers on the table in our room. Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room. That's this instant. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. So what is happening that there is lot of father is very angry at this point, right? There is only two words that are difficult for you. One is hue and cry. That is basically someone is angry and he is protesting against that thing, right? And basically he has created a thing. You might have seen that in movies, that when something is lost, especially in king's palace, something is lost, so they check each and every room. Even when police come for the evidence, they also check each and every room. So that is kind of a hue and cry, right? It's a hue and cry situation, that everything are being searched because one person has become spectacle, or we can say is doubting that where they have gone. He's frustrated also, like he's angry also. Everything has just mixed it up. Okay. He's pacing to and fro. When you put your hands at your back and you're moving from one side to another side, one side to another side. When you are stressed, okay, generally this is the movement that you take. You stress your thinking, you're continuously thinking. So father was also continuously thinking where my documents are, where they have gone, right? So he's basically concentrated on those documents. And what has happened? Who is the culprit? Who is behind those paper, who has taken those papers? That's Kezia. Okay, so now Kezia's mother is completely fuming. She has screamed like, don't you have your senses? And we will be discussing that who was right and who was wrong, because Kezia was also wrong here. Okay, but what she did wrong, let's discuss further. Before that, have you ever faced a situation like where your father had lost his important document and was searching it everywhere in the house? So you can write like what was that document, how was he how was he keeping his pace? Was he calm and composed, or was he fuming with anger? Where are my documents? Have you seen them? He was shouting. Like, what was the reaction of him when he was in that situation? So you have to write about that. So let's recapitulate. Okay, before we recapitulate, I have a question for you. So yes, class, you have to tell me in the comment box. Do you think that Casey has done the right thing by touring those pages before even asking that whether they are important or not? Like when you take something from your parents' room, also you should take permission, right? So you have to tell me whether she has done the right thing, because she was having a very good intention. She was preparing it for her father's birthday, but what she did was that she tore the important document. So tearing the important document was right or wrong, you have to tell right in the comment box. So let's recapitulate. So now what we have done today class, we have studied about Kezia, further about Kezia, like what is happening. And we have got to know that father is also tensed. Father is also concerned that why she is like this, right? And then the grandmother has become kind of a problem solver. She tries to resolve the conflict. So she says them to have a nice talk. But if that not works, she gave a Kezia idea that your father birthday is coming, so prepare something. So she prepared the cushion. But what she did wrong was that she tore the important documents of her father, and now father is getting angry. Okay, so let's see what father did with Kezia after he found that she was the culprit or she was guilty, right? So now you have to answer these questions in the comment box. Where did grandmother send Kezia on Sunday afternoons? Where she did it gone, and what the mother and father was doing, you have to write. How did Kezia made a pin cushion for her father? Now you very well know what she filled it with. Dash had a very big neck and mouth. Who had a big neck and mouth? Whose character sketch we have discussed. Kezia normally used to stammer while talking to people. Everyone she talks, she stammers. What is the meaning of word laboriously? Okay, now it's laboriously, right? Homework. Write a character sketch of Kezia's mother and grandmother. So thank you so much, class. I hope that you have enjoyed today's lecture. Okay, thank you.